कारण इतलेंच की स्ट्रीट प्रोविडन्स पळय म्हणटा न्हू, आय एम नॉट न्यू टू देम नॉर दे आर न्यू टू मी. आय एम एसोसिएटेड विथ देम फॉर कपल ऑफ इयर्स, लास्ट सो मेनी इयर्स. आनी जे काम ते करता तें काम पळोवन आमी तांकां मडगांवां तेंचें फेलिसिटेशन सुद्दां केल्लें आहा. आय जस्ट केम हियर ऑल द वे फ्रॉम मारगांव ड्रायव्हिंग. हें पळोवन हें सडनली लायव्ह गेलें तें हांवें पळयलें, म्हणलें हें आज कितें चल्लां हांगा. सो वेदर आय कूड बी ऑफ एनी हेल्प. तुमी म्हणटले की हेज्या पयलीं कितें जालें. हेज्या पयलीं ज्या दिसाक आमी तांकां मडगांव फेलिसिटेट केल्या स्ट्रीट प्रोविडन्साक, त्याच दिसाक सांजचो न्यूज ब्रेकआउट जालो की ही वॉन्ट्स टू क्लोज डावन, दे वॉन्ट टू क्लोज डावन. सो जेन्ना आमी बारकायेन चवकशी केली कित्याक म्हणून बंद करतात, तेन्ना कांय गोश्टी म्हाका तरी दिसून येयल्यो. आनीक अश्यो गोश्टी की इट इज नथींग डिफिकल्ट टू सेटल सॉल्व. इतलें सोंपें आसतना सॉल्व करूंक कित्याक जायना, ताका लागून हांव पडलां. आनी आजूय येवपाचें हांगा कारण म्हणटा तेंच दॅट बाकी सगळें सोडून आय हॅव स्पोकन टू अ कपल ऑफ पीपल. आतां येताना सुद्दां हांवें टॉक्स चालू दवरलेले गाडयेन आसतना. आनीक सोल्युशन काडपाक हांवें ट्राय केल्ली आसा, पूण ताका 1-2 दीस जाय पडटले डॉनल्ड आर्तुरो. सो हांव एकूच रिक्वेस्ट करूंक आयलां की म्हाका पडलां तें इनमेट्साचें, कित्याक हांवेंनूय खूब इनमेट्स हितून घातलेले आहा हेज्या पयलीं. आनीक इट इज नॉट अबावट डॉनल्ड ऑर आर्तुरो ऑर मॅनेजर ऑर मी ऑर एनीबडी एल्स, इवन द गव्हर्मेंट. इट्स नॉट अबावट देम, इट्स अबावट ऑल दीज पीपल. हांकां पयलें जाल्यार हें आमकां दूख जाता. ताका लागून आय एम पुटींग माय बेस्ट फूट फॉवर्ड. म्हाका आशा आसा की हें सॉल्व जातलें. फ्रॉम माय एक्सपिरियन्स इन द गव्हर्मेंट आय डू नॉट सी एनी रिजन वाय इट शूड नॉट बी सॉल्व. सो जशें आतां हांव उलोवन येयलां, म्हाका खात्री आसा दॅट दे विल कीप अप टू देयर वर्ड. वी वील बी डिस्कसींग इट इन डिटेल दीस इवनिंग. आनी मागीर कितें तरी हितून सोल्युशन जातलें. वेदर इट इज गोइंग टू बी अ परमनंट सोल्युशन ऑर अ टेम्पररी सोल्युशन आय कॅनॉट से एट दीस मोमेंट. हांव कितें उलोवन कॉन्फिडन्स घेवन येयला तीच सांगपाक येयला की प्लीज गीव लिटल टायम. ह्या इनमेट्सां खातीर तरी गीव लिटल टायम. इफ इवेंच्युअली गव्हर्मेंट वॉन्ट्स टू टेक ओवर, लेट देम टेक ओवर. बट टील दॅट टायम हे अशें भायर वचपाक जायना, इतलीच मागणी करपाक हांव आयलां. आनी हितून दुसरो हेतू कांय ना. इट इज नॉट दॅट आय हॅव जस्ट कम इन द पिक्चर. आय हॅव बीन एसोसिएटेड विथ स्ट्रीट प्रोविडन्स. आय एम अगेन रिटरेटिंग फॉर अ व्हेरी लॉंग टायम, many years. And I have even put inmates there. So also so many of people known to me have sent inmates there. एक कॉल मारलो, अरे जॉन द बॅप्टिस्ट मातसो एक भुरगो पळय भोंवता मरे बेश्टो, पावसान भिजता. रोखडे येयली गाडी घेवन गेली आनी दे हॅव बीन टेकन केअर. आज पुलिसांक जर ह्या गोंयच्या पुलिसांक जर इतलो हेल्प जाता असल्यो केसीस हँडल करपाक, आय कॅन प्रावडली से इट इज बिकॉज ऑफ स्ट्रीट प्रोविडन्स. हांव कोण न्हू तांकां सर्टिफिकेट दिवपाक, बट स्टील वॉट इज एक्सपिरियन्स आय एम ओनली रिलेटींग. सो म्हजी मागणी मातशें.
पूण तुमकां कित्याक दिसता की तुमचें आयकतले म्हणून आतां तुमी कोणा कडेन उलयल्या म्हणटा, तुमचें आयकतले म्हणून तुमकां कित्याक
म्हजें आयकतलें म्हणून
तेंप आतां थिंगा नाचत आहा.
हें आतां उतराचो क्वेश्चन. हो उतर जर राखतले जाल्यार म्हजें आयकतले, कित्याक आय हॅव सीन द सिट्युएशन एंड आय हॅव मायसेल्फ गायडेड हाव दीस कॅन बी सॉर्टेड आउट. इट इज नथींग. इट इज जस्ट इफ हांव जर आसलेलो जाल्यार म्हाका 2 मिनटाचें काम आसलें. इट्स नॉट इन माय हँड्स. पूण हांवें म्हजें कितें आहा पळय, म्हजें कितें इन्फ्लुयन्स चलता, इवन विथ द ब्युरोक्रेट्स आय हॅव स्पोकन सारकें डिटेल. आय हॅव एनालायज वॉट इज द वेर द बॉटलनेक इज. सो हितून व्हडलेशे प्रॉब्लेम म्हाका दिसना म्हणून एक खात्रेन हांव हांगा येयला सांगपाक.
आतां म्हाका सांग, तुमी यू वर पार्ट ऑफ गव्हर्मेंट एट सम पॉयंट ऑफ टायम. This is a clerical issue, isn't it? As per what is discussed by Donald and all. What is it? It's small. So, एक administrative order काडपाक जायना.
I do not know. Just before my arrival, Donaldan, general manageran, Arthuran आनी कोण आहा पळय, हेणें तुमकां कितें सांगलां तें आय एम नॉट अवेअर ऑफ दॅट. कित्याक हांवें थोडे पयले गाडयेन येता आसतना लायव्ह चलता तें. आय कॅन ओन्ली से अबावट मायसेल्फ. हांव आतां कांय जाणां कडेन जे उलयलां, दीज आर द हायेस्ट ऑथॉरिटीज हू डील वीथ दीस सब्जेक्ट. सो आय हॅव द कॉन्फिडन्स की इतले दीस जावंक ना. कित्याक म्हणटले तुमी क्लरिकल एरर आसा काय कितें आसा, आय एम नॉट कन्सर्न अबावट दॅट. आय एम ओन्ली कन्सर्न अबावट दॅट दीस प्रॉब्लम हॅज टू बी रिजॉल्व. हे कितलेय सरकारान पयशे दिले म्हणून हें कोण काम करपाक तसो तितलो फुडें येवपा सारकें काम न्हू हें. तुमी हेच जर पयशे म्हाका दिले आनी चलय म्हटलें, हें जावपाचें काम कशें न्हू. एक एकट्याक तेजें कॉलिंग आसता, एक एकट्यान तें आपल्या आंगार घेतलेलें आसता. आनी गव्हर्मेंट पयशे दिता म्हणूनच हें काम जाता अशेंय ना. गव्हर्मेंट दिता दॅट इज पार्ट ऑफ द होल थिंग. रेस्ट इज युअर सर्वीस, रेस्ट इज युअर इन्वॉल्वमेंट. हें करचें पडटा. हें हार्ड वर्क. हे सोपेपणी जावपाचें न्हू, एअर कंडिशनान बसून काम जावपा सारकें न्हू, इतलेंच हांव सांगूंक शकता.
No, but this is a classic example of why administrative order is in place. Because the order काडले where things are little confusing, the administrator sorts things out. हेजेर तुमी दिसता CMan administrative order काडून ही सॉल्व करपाक तेंची immediately.
हे पळय आतां तूं CM म्हणटा म्हणून हांव म्हणटा हे CMan करपाचें काय मिनिस्टरान करपाचें हो विशय उरोंक ना. वॉट आय हॅव डिस्कस्ड हाव इट हॅज टू बी डन, वॉट हॅज टू बी डन फ्रॉम माय पर्सपेक्टीव. म्हजे जे एक्सपिरियन्स आसा तेजेर हांवें सांगलां अशें जाता म्हणून करपाक. सो आय एम कॉन्फिडंट, आय ओनली लीव वीथ होप की आज सांजे पर्यंत नाल्यार फाल्यां सकाळी पर्यंत हेजेर डिस्कशन जातलें आनी कितें तरी एक बरें जातलें आनी एक बरो रस्तो आमकां मेळटलो. हेंच सांगपाक हांव येयला, ना जाल्यार म्हजो दुसरो कांय इनवॉल्वमेंट ना. आय एम कन्सर्न अबाउट दीज इनमेट्स, दॅट्स ऑल.
तूं कितलो टायम मागता तें कडेन हें करपाक, सॉर्ट आवट करपाचो?
ना, सी ऑलरेडी आतां डिस्कशन हॅज बीन सेट इन रोलिंग. वेर इट हॅज गॉट स्टक अप इन द पास्ट आय डोंट नो. आतां हें डिस्कशन चालू केलां तें आय एम कॉन्फिडंट की आयतार वचून सांजे येता म्हणसर कितें तरी हेजेर कितें तरी एक रस्तो
तुमी
मेळटलो.
म्हणटा तांकां घेवन आतां तेणी पोतून होमसान वयचें म्हणून.
अशें हांव मागणी करूंक येयला. आय डिडंट इवन टेल हिम. I just drove here straight. In the meanwhile, yes, I was in talks with some people. I drove here straight and I'm telling him it is my request on their behalf, on the authorities' behalf, based on the discussion I've had with them, only on the basis of that, he don't precipitate this, that these people have to be just sent back somewhere to their houses or to their places where they were found. Maybe some of them have been found on the streets. I know. I am doing the ceremonies who were found on the streets in the past. So it let someone now.
Immediately on 13th, a meeting was called by the Honorable Minister. The Director was present of Social Welfare, Director of Department of Power Empowerment of Persons with Disabilities, Women and Child Director, Under Secretary Social Welfare, myself and Sapnesh. Okay, and I'm going to read it, and we minuted these documents. We minuted these details and gave copies to all the departments who were there, and we took their signature. This was March, 5 months back. So the first point which was raised was, it was decided that by May 2025, grant shall be released to 2 shelter homes of the NGO for the care of 40 male persons with disabilities under the scheme Divyang Nivas, Shelter Home for Persons with Disabilities. The Director of the Department of Power and Persons with Disabilities, Varsha Naik, agreed to submit all the necessary paperwork to the Finance Department regarding this grant. The funding proposal will be included in the budget session scheduled for 24th March to ensure continuity of operation of our NGO. Means what we had already told that we cannot carry forward. Under palliative care scheme, Director of Social Welfare will consult with the Law Secretary to determine the definition of public trust and whether our NGO qualifies for grant under this scheme. Now, they raised purposely a query saying that we are a private trust. Under the Mental Health Act, it is clearly mentioned any trust, public or private, caring for people with disabilities is entitled to government grants. Okay. So, the Honorable Minister for Social Welfare recommended expediting the matter and providing advance grants to our NGO to support daily operational expenses for 2 palliative care. So, 2 palliative care homes and 2 homes of Divyang Nivas. Shelter homes for women, for homeless women scheme. The Minister of Social Welfare advised the Director and the Deputy Director of Women and Child Department to transfer all the files related to our NGO to the Social Welfare Department at the earliest. All these years, Women and Child file grant was with the Women and Child. Last year, the Honorable Chief Minister and the Minister requested me to write a letter saying that to transfer the file from Women and Child to which we wrote. And they assured us that when we transfer the file, the process will become smooth. We will not have to come back to the streets again and again. The Minister contacted the Social Welfare Secretary because that day the Social Welfare Secretary was not in Goa, and confirmed an age relaxation for admission of those homeless women with disabilities below age of 60. Why this point was raised? Social Welfare Director said that you cannot keep any woman under social welfare scheme below 60. Minister was clear enough to tell him then modify it because we have a situation then. The Director of Social Welfare suggested that the Minister prepare a cabinet note, obtain cabinet approval for the transfer of files from Women and Child Department to Social Welfare Department. This was actually not required based on the Finance Department's recommendation. The Minister committed to completing this process by 17 March 2025. The Minister instructed the Director of Social Welfare to remind the Social Welfare Secretary on 20th March regarding the file transfer, because the Social Welfare Secretary, who has now retired, E. Valavan, had gone on leave and was coming back on 20th. Additionally, the Minister directed the Director of Social Welfare to create a dedicated budget head under Social Welfare Department for shelter homes for homeless women with disabilities and ensure in the budget before 24th March 2025. So I'm going to interrupt the minutes here. Like I said, we had gone to CM and given him a letter on 10th. On 17th March, whatever we spoke, nothing happened. Okay? So the Honorable CM called asked his department to get in touch with us. They got in touch with us, the finance department. They created the heads and put the budget. And when putting the budget, they made a statement. We are sure that you are not going to get this money because this particular person is going to trouble you. Okay. Advance grant payment for operational cost. Our NGO agreed to continue its work in rehabilitating homeless persons on the condition that the grants are dispersed at the beginning of the financial year to cover operational cost rather at the end of the year. All these times they are giving money end of the year, which we have not accepted. The Minister for Social Welfare instructed all the three departments, that is Women and Child, Social Welfare and Persons with Disabilities, to ensure that their respective proposals for funding our NGO were included in the upcoming budget starting on 24th March, which didn't happen. Although it didn't happen, although the proposals didn't reach, the Honorable Chief Minister was kind enough to get it approved and put it in the budget. So, these minutes, and we have the signatures to Honorable Minister, Ajit Panchwadkar, Director Social Welfare, Director of Person with Disability Varsha Naik, and whoever else was there. Now, the point of discussion now is, we are unable to go on running around everybody's doorstep again and again. So when we already told in March that we will be closing down in the near future, and the budget is given, allocation has been done, we are unsure why the delay from March to April, May, June, July, August, 5 months. So something was raised on the floor by Sir, and a lot of things were said against us, which is okay. We only put an ad in the paper saying that we are closing down the operation, but we did not say why. Now somebody should have called and asked me why. Our basic concern in closing down the operation was due to stress, due to health conditions, my health condition and the manager's health condition. It is a stressful job. Second thing, we don't own any property. All our homes are rented, out of which 5 homes the government is paying us 12,000, 6 homes the government is paying us 12,000, and we are paying 20, 22 and 25. In 5 homes the government is paying us nothing and we are paying 20 to 25. Second thing, even if the homes continue, at some point of time they want their properties back, because we have been there for 5 years to 6 years. Nobody is going to give you long-term permanent. Now, issues are so many that it is first I will tell, we have no certificates pending towards any department. As of 28th, the day we put the ad in the papers, we have no certificates pending to any department. We wrote a mail to all 3 departments asking them to clarify before 20th of August which certificates are pending. Nobody has replied back and said any certificates are pending. Second thing, it is a presumption that we are only making noise. 5 times we have come to the street, and 5 times the Honorable Chief Minister has helped us by increasing the money from 2,500 rupees to 5,000 to 9,500 to 15,000 and now to 20,000. It is also told to press, media, government officials, politicians, people from various organizations that we don't have residents. Okay. So when we went, we given the files for inspection. Nobody has come for inspection. When we told them to do video calling inspection, they said we cannot do. Then they said you have not given us documents, which we fully accept. Now, the police who bring these people are supposed to bring them under a section called 100 of the Disability Act, which means they have to file an FIR and declare they are homeless, which they are not doing. Second thing, I already have 64 or 60 Aadhaar cards on my personal address, which is troubling me a lot because some of these people have left and are using the Aadhaar cards on my address in wrong places. Now, you are all aware that so many voter cards are registered on particular addresses. Now they are pressurizing me, the government, to also create a voting card and stand for election, which I am not interested. To create an Aadhaar card, you require a phone number, and to get a phone number, you require an Aadhaar card. So if we make all these documents on my address, it's not going to work, and I cannot make it on the shelter homes because shelter homes don't belong to us. Third thing, they said they have given us 50 lakhs, which we fully thank the Honorable Chief Minister for giving us 50 lakhs. He is the first Chief Minister in the country. Again, I repeated it sometime back. He is the first Chief Minister in the country who has put money in a proposal without a budget and taken out money and given us. But the money which was given us in June was used to pay the bills of April, May, June and July for 60 ladies at the rate of 20,000. For men, 90 or 100 men, you have not given us 1 rupee for the last 5 years. Then they said that we are not the only people doing this work. Some other, we are saying what? Now we are telling you continuously, take these people away from us. Put them in those homes, no? Put them in those homes. See, you, now one more serious issue. I am aware that my phone is being tracked. My bank accounts were checked. Wherever I move around, there is somebody following me last 3 weeks. Certain people are interrogating our staff in different places. Surveillance is going on. Now I am not sure who is searching for what from who from where. But like I said, whatever fault you want to find with me, you have a right to find fault with me. But you have a right under the Mental Health Act to look after these people even if they don't have documents. And if you don't do it now, we are not taking these 35 people back. Either they'll have to walk to CM's house and sit there, or either they'll have to go to the police station and sit. I am leaving this place at 11:30. I am not going to carry forward. I have given him clear instructions 1 month back to start emptying the man, which he has not listened to me. It is his responsibility now. The issue is, we are not looking at mental health as an issue. We are not considering that they are human beings. We are not understanding that we are 15% population of disability in our country. That is 225 million people are already declared persons with disability unofficially. In Goa, we are on the verge of having close to 2 lakh people who will acquire mental disability in the next 6 months to 2 years. They won't become mad. It's a stage which will take them into a period of disability. We are under pressure to raise resources again and again from the public. Certain section of society feel that NGOs are making money and that is their right. Certain sections of, it's a very small section, certain sections feel that, we are only demanding money which they have a right. My personal view is, we have requested the government endlessly to shut us down. We have requested the government endlessly to shut us down. Means what? They have to raid us, visit our shelter homes, take all these inmates and go away. Very simple. 4 months back, a particular officer instigated certain people from a central department to raid our home. They raided the home and they didn't give us a report because they didn't find anything, because we have 220 cameras running across all our homes. We have invested more than 35 lakhs on only cameras, surveillance, heat sensors, monitoring units. Even 10 of our cars have got cameras to catch what is happening in the cars when they take them to hospital. So, going round and round and round, we are reaching nowhere. When MLAs we have about 40 people who have come from the MLAs and the family members are sitting outside. When MLAs recommend people to us, you recommend. Do you ask us how are you maintaining their being? No. When people come to you, you are saying we spoke to Donald. Nobody has spoken to me from the MLA. Nobody has spoken to me and said keep these people. Our issue is very simple today. If the government is gone to such an extent, or certain authorities have gone to certain extent to keep track of everything of us, that means you don't trust me. I am saying also, no, I don't trust myself. You close me down. Where is the problem? We are volunteering to shut down. The only thing is you need to tell us where to put these people. Now it is your responsibility because you finished the 1 month. The responsibility lies with the authority. I gave letter to collectors, to SPs, to Chief Minister's office. Everywhere we have given the letters. So now I am leaving this place. I am going back because I am on medication. The manager and the family members will decide whether to go to Chief Minister's house with these people or whether to go to the police station. We are not in a situation to be promised and fooled again and again. We are not in a position to be promised and fooled again and again. So we end this details what I gave by deciding now that we cannot take them back and they have to go. This is only 1/5 or 1/4 of what we have. Yesterday I called 35 PIs and 6 DYSPs. One more thing, in the last 8 years, whoever is trolling me or whoever has got anything to do with me, no problem. You have a right to troll me. I don't have any issue. My system has changed. You ask any DYSP today who was a PI 8 years back, how many UDs, means unnatural deaths, have come down from homeless people dying on the streets, and how many UDs have come down from people drowning on the beach. Because last 8 years we have started, and last 8 years Drishi has started. There are UDs and drowning on the beach, but the percentage of unnatural deaths of homeless people on the streets have reduced drastically because of us. Today there is no place across Goa, and even in the neighboring districts, to put 50 people. But tomorrow morning if somebody calls him and tells him I want to put 50 people, he will take it because he has capacity. We are now at a limit and there is no turning back.
तुम्ही पळयतात गोंयकारपण, गोंयकारांचो गोंयकारा खातीर.